Welcome to my heart-to-heart meditation. This meditation is to help us through the grief and loss and trauma that you may experience in this transition as we ascend into the new world, the new way of being. We are now moving and shifting into a new design of how we want our world to be. But before we can come in and do it from a place of love, we need to clear and come to terms and acknowledge that there's a cycle as humans that we go through. The grief and loss that we go through when we no longer have something or someone around us as we once did. So hopefully in this meditation we can move through those cycles. There are 5 stages and they're not necessarily in any order, and they might come up in different orders in your day. The first one is denial. Denial is about knowing and understanding and believing that the loss is real. Because if we don't do that, the brain protects itself and it holds on to it. And we want to let it go. We want to use our inner power to move through the belief that things are going to return to the old way. That old way no longer exists. We are going to come out of this, all of us, the planet, the population, a new way. There will be anger. This anger may be frustration towards someone or something. For example, maybe government departments, officials and what they're doing to maintain and trying to isolate this terrible virus that has hit our planet. Feel that anger, know that it's real, but know what's real is if we hold on to that anger and not acknowledge it and move it through our body and out of our body, we will hang on. Your brain will hang on to it. Your subconscious will hang on to that anger. Know that there'll be days where there will be frustration and there will be anger. And the next one is some call it the bargaining, but it's guilt. It's about dwelling on the past and how it once was. But we used to do it this way. You might remember being told, I remember as a child, my father always saying, back in my day, blah, blah, blah. So just acknowledge the feeling. Don't feel guilty for feeling feelings. When we feel the guilt, just acknowledge it as a feeling and then move it along. It's there to show you that you're human, that this is normal, that grief and loss are a normal process that we go through in life when we have deep losses. Depression perhaps might come in on any one day, and all those emotions might come up together. The denial, the guilt, the shame, the anger. So the depression, it's like we're reliving it over and over. The old life. understanding that this sort of depression is it comes from the experience of the loss. It's part of so depression might cause you to feel lack of energy. Maybe there's nowhere to turn, no one's hearing or understanding how I'm feeling. Just allow yourself to work through that, because know that depression and this sort of depression does not stay unless we want to invite it to stay. We can move through this very quickly. So Mother Nature is a good way of moving out of depression. Going for a walk, doing a little bit of yoga, pick an exercise. Yoga is an exercise, so any sort of thing to move the body will move that energy, that feeling of depression out of your body. And then there's a stage where we accept what's going on as our reality, and we look for ways that we understand the loss, we move through it, and then we look for ways just to make a new life for ourselves. So all these feelings can come in at any one time. They can come in from day to day. They can come and go week to week. But remember, the more you do this process, the quicker the grief and loss and the moving forward becomes easier. And that's what we want. Move forward in a positive, healthy way, emotionally balanced, so we can create a better world and a better life for ourselves. So if you'd like to just gently close your eyes, we're going to go in, we're going to feel these feelings in stages, and we're going to let them pass and invite in the new. So as you sit gently in your seat, or lying down if you wish, whatever feels good for you in this moment is right for you. And let's move into the denial. Denial is not believing that the brain wants to protect itself. So I want you to feel the feeling of it's just going to sort itself out and life will return, or perhaps just saying to yourself, it's okay. Do you feel this feeling? Put your hand on your heart gently and just notice